However, G7 countries, any confiscation is full of legal problems, he said. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who will address World Economic Forum on Tuesday, said that fate of Russian beings was a urgent problem after meeting with Swiss President Viola Amherd in Bern. Ukraine asked West to seize $300 billion in frozen Russian assets to pay for the restructuring of West. Penny Pritzker spoke on first day of annual meeting of global elite in Switzerland. Davos, Switzerland, where war in Ukraine is on agenda. The U.S.'s special ambassador for the economic recovery of Ukraine said on Monday that touching frozen Russian assets would be an easy source of money for Kyiv, but G7 countries should accept it collectively to do so. Diplomats say that the United States supports such a movement, but is resistant to Europeans who are afraid of Russia and other players will stop relying on the West as a safe place for their money. Organizers Ukrainian businessman Viktor Pinchuk and asset manager Horizon Capital, including the foundation of Ukraine House Pritzker. I think there is a tremendous hope that Russian dominant assets can become an easy source of financing, said. He said that the 7 wealthy nation groups ask ministers to examine whether Russian assets could be used for Ukraine. Everything is very complex, and the first thing you know is that a ton of lawyers should be involved, said. With a decision on who will control the legislation and the process. A legal theory is needed. Authorized. The United States will not go alone and a collective decision should be made. He said. There is work, real effort and intention, but we're far from a result. In the same speech, French President Emmanuel Macron's restructuring ambassador Pierre Heilbronn said that 2/3 of the estimated Russian assets of $300 billion are intensified in Europe. We are very clear that there should be a more or less common position in this regard. Heilbronn said. Pritzker also tried guarantee that Ukrainians, who worried about war fatigue among allies, would continue to provide help Ukraine despite the uncertainty on U.S. and European aid. Republicans prevented U.S. President Joe Biden from pushing more funds for Ukraine, speaking against military support to Ukraine. Donald Trump will be a Republican candidate against Biden in the November presidential elections. We must be easy and careful for us be broken. Because what Putin wants to Russian President Vladimir is start struggle between us, said. Although our politics democracies are very complex, I want to assure the American people and America that the American America are there for you.